I'm doing my tour of Greenwich pubs and I'm really here for it. We may be pulling out of our house purchase. It's cost us £2 I think to get this far. I'm not having a pleasant experience. A charity shop book purchase doesn't count. Tell me you've been sorting out without telling me you've been sorting out. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Welcome if you are new. It is Wednesday. It is the Wednesday of my week off. I'm already feeling so much more zen. I don't know if you can see it in my face, in my body language. I feel great. Honestly, this might just be a me thing. It probably is, but if you're the kind of person who in the UK we get I think we get loads of annual leave, lots of other people don't, but we get a relatively decent amount of annual leave, and I don't usually go on holiday that often, so I always have annual leave left over. Take a week off and just spend it at home. Honestly, it is so nice. I'm having the best time. Monday and Tuesday I did a 24-hour readathon. I'm currently editing that. There is so much footage. I am talking about crashing my computer level footage. I do regret quite heavily when I bought this computer not buying the bigger storage or the bigger hard drive. I don't think you can buy an external hard drive which Final Cut Pro sits on. I don't know, I might look into that because I keep running out of storage. I did not buy a big enough storage computer and I regret it muchly. But also, there is 4 hours worth of footage, so that will be part of it. I had so much fun. I read 9 books in 24 hours, which feels insane. So if you haven't seen that video, I will try and remember to leave it somewhere, description, screen, I don't know. If not, head over to my channel. It will be the last or the only 24-hour readathon. Had such a good time. I'm trying to clear through my TBR and that really put a massive dent in it. So feeling great. It is now 11:20. I have done my wardrobe declutter. Wardrobe is now cleared out and it is slightly later in the day. So I have had lunch out of this flat every single day. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's now Wednesday. It's becoming a thing and I'm kind of here for it. And basically the way I'm thinking about it is the money that I would have spent on flights, travel, hotel, etc. I'm spending in my favourite cafes, restaurants, pubs round near where I live. This will be the last summer I have in London, probably, most likely. So I really want to enjoy it. And I want to enjoy this bit of London because I work in central London, so I will always come back to that because I work there. But when will I ever come back to this part of East London? Probably not that much because there's not a huge amount. Well, there is a huge amount here. It's a tourist World Heritage Site. But when will I realistically come back here? Not that often. So I'm honestly, I've done a tour of all my favourite places to eat. I'm loving it. I've gone to my favourite cafe, I've gone to loads of pubs. Greenwich has pubs coming out of its ear and I've pretty much gone to all of them. I mean, I haven't, but I feel like I have. And I'm gonna go probably to another one for lunch today. I'm doing my little tour. I'm doing my tour of Greenwich pubs and I'm really here for it. I've edited day 1. It's already 18 minutes and there are still 2 more days to go. It's gonna be a really long video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, I had just so much fun. But yeah, I'm gonna head off to the pub. Let me get my shoes on. The book I'm reading is The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, but it is a very, very quick read and I'm already halfway through it. So I do think I'm gonna need another book because I'm gonna sit in the pub for quite some time and read it. But this is the last book in the Folk of Air series. I'm enjoying it enough. I wouldn't say I love it, but what book do I read next? Right, I think I'm gonna read Loath to Love You by Ali Hazelwood. I think this is a selection of short stories. I very nearly finished this fragrance, look at that. So this is Lacoste. It's part of Project 10 Pan, if you haven't seen those videos. Let me get some glasses. Let's go and get some food. Oh, which pub should I go to? got back from the pub, I finished my book. It was good. I would say like the series for me is somewhere between a 3.5 and 4 stars. Like it was good. I enjoyed it. It gets better the further through the books that you get. This one was like a solid 4 stars, but the first one and the second one sort of between 3 and 4. We may be pulling out of our house purchase. So I've never bought a house, right? It's never something I've done before, but every single person I've spoken to says do not ignore what comes up in your survey. And there's some really concerning things in our survey that means that actually the mortgage lender won't lend us the money to buy the house. So, well, they will, but only with like a 20% deposit, and we don't have that. So I think we might be pulling out, which means we might have to book some more house viewings on Friday. Anyway, what can you do? I mean, it's going to cost us about £2,000 to do that, but you can but laugh, right? It's cost us £2,000, I think, to get this far, to then find out we can't actually buy the house. It is now later. I'm just going to clip my fringe back because it's actually driving me up the wall. There is a beeping going on outside because there's some kind of works going on. And it's been going off solidly for like the last hour. And it's not stopping. So I was waiting for it to stop and it's not. And I've closed the door, so I'm hoping it's not picking up, but it's driving me up the freaking wall. Like I'm actually going a little bit kooky because, can you hear that? If I open this up, you will be able to. And that's been like that for absolute ever. Actually driving me up the wall. I'm also thinking of calling some estate agents today in the town that we were going to buy in to book some different viewings. There are still houses in the area that we like. They're not as big as this house. It's not as much house. This house was such good value, and I partly wonder if it's because of what's come up in the survey. So maybe it is that it was too good to be true and this was the catch with it. We were walking around this house saying, seriously, what is the catch? Like, it's quite dated, but the house was huge. It was round a corner from a train station, down a cul-de-sac, backed onto a field. Like, we were like, what is the catch? The catch is that it's potentially gonna cost us a fortune to get a certificate to say we can keep the house. Booked some viewings for Friday. Honestly, buying a house is not fun. I'm not having a pleasant experience. Let's not get into that, otherwise I'm gonna make myself angry. What time is it? It is nearly 4 o'clock. I think I'm gonna go for a walk just to like chill out a little bit. Outfit change, because I'm probably gonna head straight from town into town for Tina this evening. And it was slightly too cold to wear a summery dress. It's now getting really echoey. I've washed all the towels, so there's no towels in here. So now the bathroom echoes. Oh my God, stop with the beeping. Like, what the fuck are you doing about? But I changed for this evening because it was starting to get a bit chillier and I thought I was gonna get cold in the dress. So I'm wearing my white shirt from River Island, these trousers, which are from Oliver Bonus, and I'm gonna head into town. And that's the end of that. Still pissed off about the house, but what can you do? It is now Thursday. I went to see Tina last night. It was actually, I wouldn't say fun, it's quite a serious topic for it to be like a fun musical, but it was good and I enjoyed it. In my like strop last night of having to pull out of a house purchase, I bought some things. Not many, just like 2 things. I did go into some bookshops, but like I just feel like if I'm gonna buy books from like a normal shop, like a Waterstones or whatever, and they're not on offer, or they're not like special editions, or there's like nothing urging me to buy it at that particular moment in time, I might as well wait till I move. I have enough books to keep reading, so yeah, I didn't actually end up buying anything, but I did go into a couple of bookshops and had like a nice peruse. The only books that I am kind of like really looking for are the next 2 books in the Thursday Murder Club series, because I'm halfway through it, and one thing I really would like to do before I move out is like round up some of the series I'm halfway through. So I did look for that, but I only found the last one, I couldn't find the third one. Anyway, what I did buy were 2 things from Accessorize, and 2 things that I have been in the market for quite some time, and one is small clips. So I have these like large clips which are designed to hang up like your entire hair, but I wanted some like smaller ones so that you can just like pin back half of it, and I don't have any clips currently in this kind of like colour or style. So there's a little pink one and then a little sort of bluey grey one. So yeah, these are my new clips, love them. And then the other thing I bought, because I have basically the exact same thing in red, and I don't really wear red that often, so I can't really wear it that much. I bought it at Christmas so that I could wear it like as a Christmas, but like not too Christmassy hair accessory. But because it's red, I actually can't wear it that often, and I absolutely love it. So I bought the same thing in cream, and I just thought it was so cute. I think this would be like perfect for this time of year. They do it in black as well. I do think at some point I'm gonna go back and buy the black one, but given that it's summer, I bought a little cream one. I just love a little hair accessory. So yeah, I went to Accessorize. They were not cheap. It is sunny this morning, and it usually is sunny in the morning and then gets really not sunny in the afternoon. So I'm gonna go sit out on the balcony and continue reading Loath to Love You by Ali Hazelwood. It's a selection of short stories, and I've read the first one, which was fine. So I need to read the other 2. Currently I can't edit any more of my video because my computer is having an absolute meltdown about lack of storage, despite the fact there's nothing on the computer. So I think I might need to download Clean My Mac, that software that Apple do, because I think there might be some like backup files somewhere that I can't find that are just like eating up storage. But that's a very boring conversation that nobody asked for. I've been able to sort out some of the computer issues, so I've been able to edit day 2 of the 24-hour readathon. So that's movement. I've also booked 2 more house viewings for Friday and Saturday this weekend. So it's gonna be a busy weekend of house viewings. Oh my God, I need to text my dad. Let me know when's good to chat around all day. And I want to continue this little tradition that I've started this week of going out for lunch every day. And I don't know where I'm gonna go today. I'm wondering if I go to the market. So I've worked out what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Hillyfields, which is a park, a fair walk from here, but not like a million miles. There's a cafe in there, which is absolutely delicious. And I'm gonna go there, and then I'm gonna go from there to Lewisham, because it's in like sort of Lewisham direction, and then go look around the charity shops. So I'm gonna bring Loath to you, but I'm also nearly finished it, so I might find to take with me. The problem is all my other books are actually quite long. So which book do I go with? Do I go with Iron Gold? I don't know if you can't actually see. Iron Gold, and just bite the bullet and continue with that series. I'm gonna put you down. If you haven't seen me talk about this series before, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the world building and where this universe goes. It just goes there so fast that I'm like, I get kind of whiplash trying to keep up. This used to take up the entirety of here. Like it went literally from here all the way to the end, and now it's like just over half. So not too many books left. So I didn't read any of my book, and I bought books, but they're all from charity shops, and I kind of feel like a charity shop book purchase doesn't count. At least that's what I'm telling myself. So I went to the charity shops in Lewisham and actually got some real gems. Like I honestly feel like it's probably one of the best charity shop bookshops I think I've ever done. I went into WH Smith first, which I think is the bit I filmed, and there were some nice books in there, but like nothing that was screaming out to me for something that couldn't wait until later. I then went into the works, same vibe again. So then I went into the charity shops, and because all these books were like £2, I bought them, didn't I? So, shall we go through them? And I honestly think such a good charity shop day. I found some gems, so shall we chat through them quickly? We've got Nora Goes Off Script by Annabelle and Monaghan. I've heard so much about this book and I am fascinated to read it. And it almost looks like it's never been read. Like the spine is in perfect condition. It cost me £2.50. I've also got The Chalk Man by C.J. Tudor. I have a very strange suspicion that I've read this book before, but I don't quite remember it. And also if I did, I feel like I want a physical copy. This is a very similar situation. The book is in perfect condition and I can't wait to read it. I need to stop saying that because I'm going to say that after every single book. This is a rogue one. So according to the woman in the charity shop, it's been turned into a film. Not that I remember it coming out, but apparently it has Tom Hanks in it. So this is The Circle by Dave Eggers, and it's about a woman who lands a job at a company called The Circle, which are like the biggest tech internet company in the world. And then slowly I think she basically works out that they are basically trying to remake the world in their image, and it just sounds really cool. It's like sci-fi type vibe, and yeah, it just sounded really interesting. Another kind of TikTok famous book, this is Finley Donovan is Killing It, which from what I can see online is basically about an author who writes thrillers / detective books, and then she kind of has to end up being one in real life, I think, or something to that effect. It sounds hilarious. It's one of those books that I see a lot online, and this book is in fairly good nick. I don't think it's been read, but you can see it's definitely been carted around a few times. I also picked up The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. This is obviously a very famous book. It's been turned into like quite a famous film. I actually haven't seen the film, so I very much am looking forward to reading this. And then the last book I picked up, and can we talk about the fact that this was literally £1, which I think is absolutely nuts given how popular this author is. And I think that's the benefit of a charity shop that just happens to sell books versus a book charity shop, when I feel like they kind of know what they have until they charge a little bit over the nose for it. But I picked up Book Lovers by Emily Henry. So I have read Happy Place by Emily Henry. Had such a good time. I either gave it 4 or 4.5, I can't remember. Had a really fun time reading it. So this is Book Lovers, which is another one of her novels, but I think I get the impression it's basically about a literary agent who falls in love with an editor. And then I also bought a new belt, and that's everything. So I didn't read any of my book whatsoever, but I bought 6 more. Don't tell Alex. But like, as a charity shop book haul goes, there were some gems in here, and all 6 of these books cost me like less than 20 quid, which I think is an absolute bargain. Because yeah, I think my ban at the moment is no new books, but I don't mind buying second-hand books. Anyway, that's not a rule. That's just me trying to justify spending money on books when I already have enough to read. This vlog is going to be so damn random, but this is just kind of how my life goes. What we are doing now, let me just get myself more adjusted. What we're doing now is sorting out this little console table in the corridor. It's got a little box here which has some random bits in. It's got these 2 little bowls where we throw keys and stuff. It's got my old jewellery box. It's got my sunglasses. It's got some leftover candles. It's got the Wi-Fi router, and then it's got some random stuff at the bottom. And we don't need all this stuff. So in the bowl are 2 wristbands. One is Love Supreme, which we work with the festival producer, so we got gifted tickets, and at the moment I'm keeping it. I want to make a memory box. I think I mentioned this at some point. I want to make a memory box with all these kind of like random bits, but I might throw away the little leftover, so I'm going to keep this. And then we also have the Hello Dolly wristband from the press night. This is one of the only press night wristbands I think I've ever got that's not paper. Most of the time they're paper, but this one was actually material, so I've kept it. And they go alongside, if I just twizzle you around, you've got all of these as well, and some of these I will keep, and I think I'll go through those in a moment. So I'm just going to leave those in the bowl. This is Alex's, so I don't feel like it's my place to sort through them. We've then got in here a few bits and bobs. So this is mainly hair grips, but it's also where we just like throw things. So we've got a couple of leftover wedding favours. These ones are actually mine and Alex's, we didn't eat them. This is the kind of thing that will go in the memory box, but we also have Scarlett's because Scarlett couldn't make the wedding in the end. Don't know why I'm keeping hold of hers. So this is also Alex's, so not one that I can get rid of. This is another one of the Love Supreme passes because this was Alex's. I only need to keep one, so. And then the other sentimental things in here are these little Starlight badges from the Starlight press night. I'm only going to keep one. So there's a few sentimental bits in here, which I'll just keep over there. Then we've got hair clips. So one of these is broken. Yeah, this one's broken. I don't know if you can see that. So that one doesn't really work. And then this I bought for a work thing, but I'm never ever going to use it. So these two can go. I've got a few more that are clearly scattered around because I use these kind of hair grips all the time. We've got a spare set of laces, which come in handy. So they can all stay. I'll pop the memory stuff in here for now. This can obviously go. This is my old jewellery box, so there's actually nothing in here. Then this is my sunglasses box, which I get is a very extreme thing to do, but I just love sunglasses so very much. So I feel like they complete any outfit, but I really don't need the volume that is in here. These ones I picked up off the floor at a festival. I tried to run after the person who dropped them, but then she disappeared into the crowd. I'm never going to wear these, so they can go. These are all random. These ones are the worst quality sunglasses in the world. I think it's a case of tightening some screws, but I kind of bought these to be a replacement for them anyway, so I'm just going to get rid of these because I never ever reach for them. And then in the bottom one, we've got these. I bought them for something, but I can't remember what, but I'm not going to wear those. And then I've got the grey ones, black ones, and then I think there's some orange ones out and about somewhere. And then in here, I've just got loads and loads of these like glasses cases, but I really don't need to keep them. What is in here? Oh, a cloth. A cloth is handy. I might keep one of the ASOS ones. And while I'm still in the corridor, let's address these. So I've got my Taylor Swift wristband because I saw this with work. We've also got a few other wristbands on here if I can dig them out. Oh no, they're all tangled in there. I've got, oh yeah, I did actually have another one of these for a press party. So this is, I forget what this is called. It had Paul Mescal in it. We worked on this, but I now can't remember the name of it. So that's the after party band of that. We've then got a couple more festival bands from the festival we work with. So this one is Kite. This one is Sundown, and this one is the premium camping of Long Road. And then a friend of mine works on Mighty Hoopla, so this is my VIP pass on Mighty Hoopla. I definitely have more festival passes from over the years, but I feel like these are the only ones that remained as a whole pass. These are all keep because of the whole sentimentality of it. And then I've got loads and loads and loads of, what are these called? Things you put around your neck. Those things. Some of these are from work. So like this is my work pass when I used to work at Luna. So this was the pass that used to get me in and out of all of the venues and events. But I also have a few more Luna passes from over the years. So this is like the standard Luna one. I've then got a second one, which I do not need. And I've then got the Doubletree one, which I think was 2019. This one is just a premium ticket holder one. And then the other one I have, but I don't have the thing that goes on the end of it, but this is the Friends Fest one, because Luna also produced Friends Fest. I've then got a couple of event passes. So this one is Digital, who are a CRM system. And then this one is Theatrecraft, which I don't remember what that is. So I'm obviously not emotionally attached to that one. And then this one was it was like a dress rehearsal of Priscilla the Party launch event. I'm not really emotionally attached to that event. I worked on it for a very, very, very short period of time. These are the ones I'm going to keep, which alongside the other sentimental things that are in here, I wonder if I can store it in here for it until I actually get the... But yeah, that's my little get rid of pile. Tell me you've been sorting out without telling me you've been sorting out. So this down here is a bag of what's called hard to recycle makeup, which there's a drop off point in, I think Superdrug, or is it Boots? One of the two in town. So I need to take that into town tomorrow. These 2 bags here are for the charity shop. There's actually one in there from previous declutter. So there's like 3 bags. So I should put those 2 in a big bag. I know I could sell these things, but considering that bag there, the one with the green in, that has been in this cupboard for about 3 to 4 months waiting for me to sell it. I'm just clearly not going to sell it. So that is there. That is then a bag for the bin. Those 2 things are free posters we got from an event we went to that we're not going to put up. Also, there's 2 of them. So they're going to go to the recycling bin. In here is also some things to go down to recycling, and then these are 3 things that, I mean, I don't need them, but I don't want to throw them out without Alex's permission because they were originally his. But considering we've lived together for 4 years, we've never used this, never used that, and we have an updated teapot. Obviously, I don't want to throw away things that don't belong to me, so I'm going to put these here and wait for Alex to come back and let Alex make the final call. But yeah, I need to do a bit of a bin run, charity run probably tomorrow because it's now closed, and I'll drop that also down at Superdrug/Boots tomorrow. So there'll be a bit of a clear out over here tomorrow, but that can go down to the bin.
Empties before, and then after that
I finished Loathe to Love You by Ali Hazelwood and started reading Iron Gold by Pierce Brown. I'm only on chapter 4, page 30. You've got different POVs in this book, which might actually help break it up a little bit, or it might make it more confusing. Who knows? But this vlog, you've seen me go through a whole range of emotions, right? You've seen me be happy and calm and zen because I'm on annual leave. You've then seen me have like a full-on freak out that we've had to pull out of our house purchase, which has both financial and like emotional tolls to it. You've then seen me get really excited decluttering because it's like my favourite pastime. You've seen me buy books, which comes with like a bit of guilt and like a lot of happiness. You've seen all sorts of things. It's been a very random vlog. It's just been like 2 days of my annual leave, what I've been up to. I know like I am so unbelievably grateful and lucky and honoured to be in a position where I can buy a house. And I know that the pulling out of buying a house puts the seller at a difficult situation. But in my defence, because of the type of house it is, it should have been flagged in the offer stage because our mortgage doesn't actually allow us to buy it. You could actually have to spend like 10 to 40k just to make the house structurally stable if the government decides that that type of house isn't. Anyway, the point is, it's stressful. We're obviously upset. It's a house we really, really loved, mostly for the potential of it, but there were just so many red flags. And then our mortgage lender were like, that being said, we can now look for a new house, and everyone keeps telling me it will happen for a reason and you will find a better house. Who knows? I can't say that for certain. All I can say is we start again and we go again and maybe we'll learn something. Who knows? I don't know, I feel like house buying as a journey is just such a thing and it's such a moment in your life. But yeah, I got to do the whole thing again. At least it's only the first time. I know people this has happened like 5, 6 times. I mean, I don't know if we can financially afford that to happen, but let's go for take 2. Yeah, I just really hope you guys have enjoyed these 2 particularly random days in my life. I know there's not particularly a theme to these 2 days. They're literally just like some random stuff that I got up to. But if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, and hopefully I can share more of the house buying purchase journey this time, because the last one was such a rush, as in like it just took us so by surprise that I just wasn't ready. So actually hopefully it may be a better thing that I will then be able to like film it and look back on it. But In the meantime, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!